Hello guys, I am back in the world of Ark Survival Ascended on Tharat. Okay then guys, so this is my last turn on Tharat. I will be saying goodbye to it, but I will be handing this over to my patrons. Oh yeah, so I've throughout the series I've been kind of building this little village. I've been collecting NPCs and doing stuff, and I am going to hand it over to Patreons. So I do have Patreon servers in a cluster, but this one is going to be kind of different. It's going to be standalone. I don't want it to be like so you can transfer from one map to another. Purely for the fact there are kind of different mods on here as well. So like I've got the horses of Atlas, the ligers, the tigers, the parrot. So I kind of want to keep it. Oh, hey buddy, here he is. Kind of want to keep it like independent away from others. Plus there is the fact that this is a premium mod as well. So the island of Thorat is a premium mod, and you're gonna have to like kind of download it as well. So PC players is okay, but consoles you do have to kind of watch your room on storage. I know all my patrons want to join every single map I do or everything I put on there. But if I just chuck like loads and loads of mods on, there is no possible way that you could, no possible way you could join. I've tried to keep it trim by using mods that we've already accustomed to on the cluster. So we've got like vanilla with sprinkles, the SCS terminal. Because I have been using Dino Depot, but I've swapped that out for SCS. Yeah, I am in creative mode because I'm going to be flitting about and doing stuff. So if I do SCS, so we are using that on the cluster, and I've swapped it over to here as well. So it's that. It's basically like Dino Depot, probably exactly the same kind of thing. But I have been using SCS terminal since day one of my cluster, and I've kind of just carried on using it. But it works in the exact same way where we can just pod dinos, and then you get all the information of it. Look, there we go, and then you can throw it out. Boom, exactly the same like Dino Depot. Exactly. Just Dino Depot has got a few more little bits and bobs. I do like the ball though, the ball that you get, and when you pod a dino, it glows like the color, so that's a female. Just little things like that. Anyway, right, so let's go have a little fly above the village so we can see. So this is the main kind of entrance, and it's got like a lookout tower. Now there are patron because I've been using NPCs because I've got an NPC mod, so I have been capturing, or taming, should I say, because that's what you have to do. Taming NPCs and then renaming them the patrons I've got on my Patreon. So there are various people defending and wandering around the village, because that was the other thing. I didn't want to keep everything kind of static. So you'll notice I've got like dinos like wandering around, just having a little meander. There are purposes as well to protect the base, because these NPCs, at the same time that they're here, they raid bases as well. So every now and again, we get raided by NPCs. So I needed like plant species X in place of... Oh, that's gone. I did have one down here. Never mind. Plant species X. The villagers are going around with like kind of riot gear. Oh, you've not been battered, have you? Oh, that's good. And also they kind of gather as well. So they just have a little wander around and gather. Okay, right. So this is my central bit. Oh, I don't know what to call this. Like the artifact gatherer displayer area. Yeah, so I've put everything in here. Let's just go in. The tech transmitter is just basically just have like a beam of light that shines above. I've got a vault back here with all the other artifacts because I do have like the pullet system on, and I've extended the range, and the range goes quite far. So some of these caves are pretty shallow, and you can stand outside the cave and pull the actual artifact into your inventory. Oh dear me. I did get the artifacts up there legit before I figured that out. But yeah, so that is quite good. Yeah, so the only cave I really had trouble with was the ice cave. Oh my god, that was so bad. The max level is 600 on here. And the bears and everything inside the cave was like level 1000 and stuff. It was kind of insane. Anyway, so I collected all the artifacts one at a time, went through on that, and I've also like kind of marked them on the map as well. So we've got various different, let's go to big map. So as I came across the cave, I've explored everything. I've just marked them on the markers, and then there we go. Right, let's have a little float around. So the other day I did a live stream. This is my stable that I finished off. So let's have a look inside here. So I'd put like the groundwork down, and then I started doing stuff over here. I did a live stream, and thank you very much for joining and participating and keeping me company while I waffled on. Pretty much like that. Anyway, so these are the horses of Atlas. Again, beautiful creatures, but they are reskinned equises, and they're kind of broken as well at the minute. You can't craft a saddle. I've had to kind of cheat this saddle in, put it on. Let's have a look. Oh wait, wrong stable. Let's go to the other side. Yeah, so it does look cool. But I've had to kind of cheat them in because there is no way to craft it. You can't craft it on yourself. Even though the engram shows you there, but you can't actually craft it. Anyway. Yeah, and the other thing is that when you ride them, because they are like equises, you can ride them. You don't sit actually on the horse. You sit floating above it. They gather and do the kick, like the toe paw kick. But it only works for a short time, and then it stops working. So if you try and knock something out, you don't get any hit markers. But yeah, so this is my stable. I've put like little bits and bobs about, you know, just to give it a little bit of a flurry. It looks quite good. Again, if you're a Patreon, you can come on here, and what I'm going to do is I am also going to do another live stream. And if there are any Patreons around at that time, I'm going to tribe you up. So then you get to access and ride everything. So not only do you get to go and be here, yeah, because I want the patrons to kind of, I don't know, like populate the village. There's all these like little houses here. So somebody could like put a bed down and do stuff. Obviously you can't if you're not in the tribe. But all the resources as well. Let's go over to here. So in this series, I've used visual storage, and it looks amazing, I must say. So you get things like this, but they are practical as well, look. So you can actually put resources in it and pull resources from it. So if I wanted to craft a foundation, I know I'm in creative mode. If I wanted to craft a foundation, it pulls from the actual bins itself, not from your inventory, which is kind of cool. So if you're going out harvesting, you come to this bit. Not that. Wait, is that it? Oh, the crane, yes. Yeah, so you put resources in there, which I don't have any, and then it distributes them to, say, like the wood bin. This is a wood bin. Anything in there? No. Stone. And you can change it to whatever you want. It's really good. I must have a word with the boys to kind of put the visual storage thing on there for another series. Because not only does it look kind of awesome, it's really practical as well. Anyway, you know, you can make like little crates, look. Little buggies that I did on here. Yeah, the carts don't work. Well, they do, but they're still kind of crazy. Yeah, the rat itself has got its own dinos. This is a Shinehorn. Oh, wait, the parrot. What's up with the parrot? It's on there. You can ride them. And it poops out veggie cakes. So there are some Thorat ones that are kind of useful on here. Anyway. So yeah, so I built this little village. So when I do a live stream, if there are any patrons about, I'm going to tribe you up. And then what I want you to do is tribe them up and then all come here. And then probably, I don't know, pick a little ass, put your own personal bed down and your little terminal. So if you put a terminal in here, store your personal dinos. And then just have it as one big community. Just one big community of Patreons. So nobody's building a massive base that takes ages to render in. Everybody can go out and do a little adventure. Go and do a cave or something. And get resources. Chuck it in there and then distribute it. And you can pull on them resources. Let's just have a look. How many resources? I've got loads. Local pull. I mean, we've got all sorts in here. Fertilizer. And I've got crop plots. I've got my little robot doing it. Fertilizer pallet. So there's 400 on there. I don't know which pallet it is because we distributed it throughout. Where's a pallet? Oh, there's one in the... No, there is not one there. Jim, please. Where's the pallet? Where did I put one? Oh, the windmill. Yeah. Yeah, so there's like a pallet. So if you distribute fertilizer, you can set it... There isn't none in here. You can set it to how many it takes in, how much it looks like, if you want it to look 50% full. But if you add more fertilizer in there, once it gets that 50% mark, it goes higher and higher. Oh, so good. Anyway, right, so this is my little village. Hand it over to patrons, and then I'm going to do another little live stream where, I don't know, we go round and have a look at the rat again. And then if there are Patreons on when I do a live stream, I'll probably just announce it on my channel. Then you can join, tribe up with me, and then you get access to the entire village. Well, everything really. Let's go over to the arena. So the arena I built is over in I say the cold bit. It's not cold. Wait, where is it? It's over here. Yeah, here we go. So I've got all my dinos in here. So I built this arena because on Thorat as well, let's just go into this little thing. I'll probably spawn them in actually. Right. So if we look at the terminal, it's got its kind of own bosses as well. But some of these you can spawn in tamed. Now it's a bit of a thing. It's expensive. So the dark crystal ingot is in a cage. A cave. And they are very heavy. So you can't go and get 1,000. Even with a stack mod, it's impossible. Because like if you want 1,000, they weigh 1,000. So you can't just literally just go in on foot and pick them and then run out and then job's done. You have to keep going backwards and forwards. I did with the pulling system. I farmed it, dropped it in a cache, and then dropped it in a terminal into this kind of terminal here. That worked. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. And also, you have to collect 25 fire talons. There's only one place in here for fire talons. And 5 gigahertz, which I don't know if you saw that episode. I had a bit of a mare on there as well. Right. So once you get them, you come to this tribute center. And it's a special variant bear. A dark bear, is it? And it says it's supposed to be already tamed. But if we do that... There he is, look. He is not tamed. And they come out level 100. Now, the level cap on my server is 600. Alright, bear, we don't want any in your shenanigans. Let's Cheat. Do tame. Okay. that went well. Okay then, so I've spawned all the creatures in. You can see the Dark Reaper. I had a couple of goes and I was like, wait, where is it? I think it's underground. So we've got the Desmodos. Right, let's put you away a minute, sausage. Right, what if we go out of the area? Are you going to come out? No. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see what I mean. So for a random chance of getting a dino, a standard dino, for what you have to do, I mean, you have to 5 giga 25 talons, and then it becomes like a roulette, like, oh, it could be a level 100 or it could be a level 600. And it's only a variant of the standard creature. I don't think it's kind of not worth it. I mean, I did the Equus, so I was kind of disappointed. I was expecting either an extra ability or it kind of pooped. Oh, where am I going? Where's my base? Oh, we're over here, aren't we? Oh, I was going the right way. Yeah. So I was kind of expecting a different ability. I'll throw them all out anyway, so we can just kind of see what they look like. The majority of creatures are on this map anyway, so you can go out and tame them the normal method. But, I mean, even when you summon them from the altar, you've still got to tame them. So not only have you got to do all that work, but you've also got to tame them. I mean, would you fancy taming a level 600 of this guy? I mean, to be fair, you can spawn them in at the arena, so you could probably spawn them straight into a trap stroke arena like I did. Oh, there we go. So that is that guy. I mean, they do look awesome again. I can't ride it, but it's just a standard dude. Again, various different level. That's what he's tamed out at. Let's chuck this out. What's this one? That's my Karch. Again, dark colour, red eyes, and they breathe a kind of a fire. A basilisk. Red eyes, fire. But as far as abilities go, they don't have any. It's just kind of just a normal one. Desmond, this one you can actually ride without saddle. So we've got this guy. We all know these abilities. Now you can use his taming elixir as well. Easy, tiger. Easy there. There you go. That's a dark wiling. I do like the model, don't get me wrong. How it's all dark and it's got this red thing. It does look awesome. But to go to all that trouble just to get a colour. I mean, you could probably have less hassle mutating one. Oh dear me. Anyway, so that is what they look like. Is that everybody? I don't think it is it? Oh, the Dire, which we'd already kind of seen that there. And then the Equus stroke horse. So the unicorn, which is basically an Equus. It doesn't do anything different. It just gathers, same as Equus. Can we get a plant or anything? It's got no... Doesn't fly. Doesn't shoot laser beams from its eyes. I mean, it's a poor gatherer. It's just an Equus. There you go. Alright. So there we go. So they are all the guys. The bosses at the terminal are pretty much the same. So you can get like the Broodmother, which we did. All the other ones like the Megapithecus. And yes. Yeah, they're all there in the terminal. All the artifacts are here. So you can go out, you can gather them, and you can collect and do stuff. I mean, I'm not taking it away from the map. The map has got everything. So you've got the island, Scorched Earth, Extinction. It's got its own kind of zones as well. So you can collect element. All the creatures. So we've got gachas in here as well. well, you've seen the majority of creatures. So it's a like kind of a one-stop map for all the things until obviously Genesis or the new one comes out. But it's still being worked on. That's the other thing. But there we go. Right, guys, I am going to show you the mods. Show me the mods, Jim. Show me the mods that is on the server. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so this is Jimbob's Tharat. This is the stuff that we've got on. So the stack mod, I've just had the one for 1,000 on there. So it just makes life easier. It just makes my life easier. Because I build some quite big buildings. I know the village is only small houses, but if you put them, if you broke them all down and put them into one, it would be a big build. So I like to have a stack mod just so I can build bigger, basically. All right. Death recovery mod because Jim. I've got the upgrade station. That is pretty much, I've got these, all these are on my Patreon servers as well. Is just that when you get a blueprint or you get when you get a piece of armor, you can go right the way up to Ascendant. But it is quite costly. It's not an easy ride. It does cost you a lot of resources to do that. That's the one that we use instead of Dino Depot. The Super Cryo storage. It's pretty much the same as Dino Depot. Got quite a lot of followings of 4 million downloads. Well, just downloads. Visual storage. Oh, I absolutely adore this mod. It's got so much stuff in it. It's got, I suggest you go to the page, have a read of it, or put it on your single player and have a little play with it in creative mode. Make yourself a little something, and then just look how good it is. The awesome spyglass for scooping out big dinos. Human NPCs, that's the one that we're... they are really good early game as well. So you can befriend them and just casually walk around their little huts. Or you can go into their little huts and steal their precious resources. I mean, we did that early game and it helped us out a lot. Atlas creatures, big cats. This is the one that I've got the liger on. So there is the lions, the tigers. When you breed them two together, you get a liger. Kind of like in real life. But yeah, that's the mod that I use on that one. So that is that one. Back. Tharat itself, of course, and all those dinos that you've seen me throwing out, the dark ones, are part of that map anyway. A very good map. It is a premium mod though, so just be aware of that. The sausage party, so we've got all the guys, like you can have your little chibis and skins and stuff on there. That is the modded horses. The moonlights-atlas-horses. Again, it's not kind of, well, I mean, they do look good, but they're not practical. So I just keep them for looks. Because the echoey side of them is kind of broke. Vanilla with sprinkles. I chucked that on kind of late game. But that is good. You know, for the pulling system. Well, I pulled artifacts out of the cage. Take that what if you will. Ports of Atlas. Now there are different kind of dinos in here. So the parrot is in there, and what was the other one? The ostrich. So it's got the ostrich and parrot in there. I have not seen the crocodile. I've not spent enough time in the swamp, or there is kind of a spawn area that it spawns in. But I have not seen the crocodile. But we have got the ostrich and parrots. So there we go. Right. So they are all the mods that are on the server. Not a huge lot, but when you buy the map and install it, it's going to take a little bit of room. Anyway, let's jump back in. Okay, so we are back on the server itself. So this is the one I got legit. This is the one that I had to kind of tame up myself. So I went out and got all the stuff, gathered it all, chucked it in the terminal, summoned it into the world, supposedly tamed, but then had to tame it. I mean, it's only an equus. I had to go get some veggies and stuff, but it wasn't a problem. This guy obviously is spawned in, but it is a male. So, I mean, it is breedable. So we could breed that one with that one. That's the other problem as well. If you wanted to breed something, you would have to go through all that again, gathering all the metal, all the talons, another 25 I might add, which is super expensive. And then you're not guaranteed to get, well, a high level or the same sex. Or opposite sex, should I say. You know what I mean? So if you went through all that again and then got another dark unicorn and it was a male when you've already got one, you'd have to do it yet again. And hope your luck doesn't strike bad again. Or you'd have another male. Anyway. Right, so that is that. Yeah. So that is pretty much it, guys. I will do a live stream. I will come back on here and do a live stream because obviously we want to tribe some Patreons up. That would be kind of nice. Wait, are we getting raided again? You have to have your head on a swivel here. They normally come over the water. I have got raptors and stuff like just patrolling. What's up, buddy? Do you see something? Go fetch him. Oh. Unlucky. Right, guys. Oh, hello. Let me face the sun so we can see. There we go. Don't know what's happening with the parrot. Don't forget to whack a like on it, comment and subscribe. Right. I am going to be doing a new series, but it's only going to be for a month because Ragnarok is delayed again. So I was supposed to end Tharat and then jump on to Ragnarok. I don't see any point to just kind of staying on here. I want to go and do something just for a month, something quick and dirty. Any suggestions in the comments? Muchly appreciated. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting. And all that's left me to do is say goodbye and see you in the next series.